The dog in front of me is clutching its tail, fearfully hiding in all directions. Its mouth is inexplicably bound by a rope. Tears swirling in its eyes. It has become emaciated, skin and bones. What kind of person can do such a sickening thing? The informant told the rescue team that the stray dog is not far ahead. Volunteers quickly follow to investigate. From a distance, they see the dog dragging its emaciated body, struggling to walk unsteadily. It wanders around the village, as if searching for something. In no time, the dog nervously dives into a thicket. Within the thicket, there is a hidden garbage pile. The poor dog's mouth is bound, unable to eat. It can only greedily savor the smell of food, easing its hunger. Now even taking a bite of trash has become a luxury for it. When it detects a stranger approaching, the dog becomes even more fearful, dragging its exhausted body. It musters all its remaining strength to escape. It seems to fear and distrust humans greatly. It always keeps a safe distance from people, making it difficult for anyone to approach and help. What has this dog gone through to become like this? What exactly did it do wrong? Is this how it should be punished? The volunteers decide to visit nearby residents to gather information, but no one knows who did it. They only know that the dog has been wandering in the village. It used to be more friendly towards humans. When people called it, it would come over and playfully interact. When all hope seems lost, a kind-hearted lady secretly reports to the volunteers. The dog was mistreated by a grumpy old lady, causing it to become like this. So the volunteers pay a visit to this lady to verify the situation. What is infuriating is simply because of the dog's barking, disturbing the lady's nap. She tightly tied the dog's mouth with a rope, making it unable to make any sound. It has been a week now. It's hard to imagine how much pain the dog has endured during this time. But when the volunteers criticized the lady's behavior, the lady didn't care. Not a hint of guilt. Just when the volunteer was about to argue with the lady, terrible news came from ahead. The dog seems to be dying. The volunteer rushed to the dog's location and saw a man standing by the dog from a distance. The weak dog collapsed on the ground, rolling its eyes unconscious. A week without eating or drinking. Its body has long reached its limit. The rope wrapped around the dog's mouth was cut in half by the man. The other half was deeply embedded in the flesh and couldn't be removed. Looking at the scars caused by the rope on the dog's mouth, it is truly heartbreaking. The volunteer urgently took the dog to the hospital for treatment. The remaining half of the rope was finally removed. It turned out to be a very elastic rubber band. It tightens more and more over time. The process is so painful, it's hard to imagine. If you want to give 2 punches to the bad person, please leave a comment. 888. Due to not receiving any water for consecutive days, the dog's body was reduced to bones. Perhaps sensing the goodwill from everyone, it cooperated obediently with the veterinarian's treatment. The dog's mouth had been tortured and was a bloody mess, so severe that it couldn't be opened at all. The veterinarian had to carefully cut away the rotten flesh on the face, just to barely open the dog's mouth. The prolonged suffering has severely deteriorated the dog's overall bodily functions. Can only temporarily feed it with a syringe, bit by bit, to maintain the dog's required nutrition. The veterinarian said that if this situation continues for a few days, there's only a dead end for the dog with its mouth bound. Next, the dog will stay in the hospital for a long period of treatment, until it recovers and heals. Volunteers will find a reliable owner for it. Finally, I wish the dog a speedy recovery, to step out of the shadows, to meet a loving and caring owner. And let us give thanks to all the kind-hearted people who helped rescue the dog. Give it a thumbs up. Still, the same sentence remains. If you don't love, please don't harm. May every stray animal on the streets be treated kindly. If you support the actions of the kind-hearted people in the video, please leave a comment in the comment section. Looking forward to the next episode.